Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I'm Madam Shaz. SPM examination is just around the corner and you have completed 2 papers out of 4 for English SPM CEFR. Congratulations! Today, we are going to look at how to answer paper 1119/1, which is the use of English and reading comprehension. In this paper, this paper contributes to 25% of the overall mark of the English SPM. There will be 40 questions for paper 1. Out of 40, 32 will be multiple choice questions, just like our paper 4 listening. So, you will be using another hybrid OMR form. There are 5 parts in paper 1. Part 1 is a short text multiple choice test. Part 2 is a rational clause. Part 3 is a longer text multiple choice test. Part 4 is a gapped text. And Part 5 is matching and information transfer. Let's take a closer look at all parts. We will start with Part 1. There are 8 questions in this part. Let's take a look at how it looks like. Now, let's see what you should do when you get to this part. Number 1. Read the question carefully. Make sure you understand what the question is asking. As you read, underline the keyword so you will know what you have to look for in the text. For example, number 1. The purpose of the advertisement is... Now, can you tell me which one is the keyword? That's right, purpose. It means reason or the aim of the advertisement. Okay? Right. Once you have done that, you know what you're going to look for. Read the text and try to answer the question without looking at the options A, B, C. Why do we have to do that? This is because coming up with the answer yourself will help you identify what the correct option should say. Compare your answer, the one in your brain, to the options. Look for the same ideas and key terms or keywords. After that, eliminate the incorrect options. Cross out the wrong answers. Okay? Read each of the options and eliminate the ones that are wrong. Now, how to look for the wrong ones? Okay, as you read, you will see that some of the answers are not related to the question. Okay, it is talking about something else. Okay, it is not answering the purpose, for example. Okay, or maybe completely off. So, you will cross out that answer. Okay? If you still have remaining options, that means, there are 2 answers. I'm not so sure which one is the correct one. Read the question again. Think of the answer you made up just now and try eliminating again. It's okay to restart the question if you think you do not have the correct answer. Now, for this part of the test, try to spend no more than 10 minutes. Okay? Right. Now, let's take a look at part 2. The rational clause. There will be 10 questions in this part of the test. Let's take a look at the sample. This is how a rational clause looks like. This part tests your grammatical competence and vocabulary. Here are some tips on how to answer this part. Number 1, read the text for general understanding. That means you have to read the text very quickly to get the idea or the gist. You will not read in depth, okay? Not in detail. Just to read through, okay? Read through very quickly. Alright? Now, once you have done that, I need you to focus on the blanks, the gaps, okay? Read the text before and after each gap before answering. Now, once you have read the text, okay, the before and the after, okay, then you will know which type of word each gap needs. For example, okay, let's say the sentence contain they blank to have more milk. They blank to have more milk. So the correct word for that will be a verb. Okay, what did they do? Okay, to get more milk. Do you understand? So you will try to look for the answer, a verb. Okay, the answer would be a verb. All right. So once you have decided which type of word each gap needs, okay, for example, the verb just now, okay, or maybe a preposition like to, on, under, in, okay, or maybe adverb like quickly, okay, slowly, yeah, okay, then you will try to look for the answer. The word must make sense in the context of the text as a whole, okay, it must make sense. And then look out for fixed expressions, dependent prepositions after certain verbs, and linking words and phrases. What should you do? You should read through the text again and check that your answers make sense. Now, what do I mean by look for fixed expressions? Okay, for example, as you can see, the one that I have pointed to, some estimates. Now, the word estimates here is a subject, okay? Some estimates, okay? Alright, is a subject. So, the verb that comes after the subject that normally goes together with estimates, alright, is normally suggest, okay? The verb that normally takes after the subject estimates, alright, is suggest. Okay, so that is what we call, alright, fixed expressions or a dependent preposition or collocation of word that comes together. Alright, okay. Now, for this part of the test, I'd like you to try to spend not more than 10 to 12 minutes on this task. Because remember, you need time to recheck your answer later. Okay? Now, let's take a look at part 3. This is a long text question. There will be 8 questions in this part. Here is a sample of a long text question. Now, as you can see, there are no numberings by the side of each paragraph, right? Okay, so what should you do? Number the paragraph. Can you see? 8 and then on top there 7. Yes, okay. Alright, number it yourself. Okay, please number. For this part, I would encourage you to use different types of pens. Okay, for example, use different colors. Yeah, okay, for example, to write down the numberings, maybe you can use a blue pen. Okay, and then as you are trying to look for the answer, you can use a green pen to underline the points. Okay, word that is similar, you may use another color which is red. Okay, all right, try to use different colors so that you will know what you are doing. Okay, Now, once you have numbered the page, okay, the paragraphs, okay, read through 4Gs. When you read through 4Gs, that means you are going to read very quickly. Okay, all right. You will read for the idea of the text. You are not going to read for the details just yet. Right. Once you have done that, read the question one by one. Why do we do that? We need to read the questions first before you read in detail so that you will know what you are looking for. What is the information that you need? That's why we need to read the questions first. Right. Once you have done that, you are going to do micro reading. Okay? Once you have read all the questions, now you're going to do micro reading. What do we do in micro reading? You have to read the questions carefully. Okay? Read the question carefully, and then what you will have to do, you have to underline the keyword. Okay? Underline the keyword in the question. Yes, same like the one in part 1. Remember, I asked you to underline the keyword. This one, underline the keyword. You can use highlighters if you want to. It's okay to scribble on your question paper. Don't worry, nobody is going to be angry at you. Alright, okay? Please do it so that you know what you are doing. Okay? It gives you a purpose. So it gives you confidence also. Yeah, okay. Now, highlight or underline the keywords, alright, in the question. Once you have done that, okay, please remember, in the question there will be like in paragraph 1. So only look at paragraph 1 for the answer. But for this question, okay, for part 3, there will be question when you go down below, okay, question 6, question 7 and 8, I think. They might not write in paragraph. They might not have that. Okay, so if there is no mentioning of paragraph, you have to be very careful. Okay, but it is always in order. Okay, so when there is no paragraph, normally the question will not ask something in paragraph 1 because it has already been asked. Okay, they will do like paragraph 1, paragraph 3, paragraph 4, paragraph 5, paragraph 7, okay? And then there is no paragraph, but there's a question, okay? So normally that question will be asked in the later one, the later paragraph. That means maybe it will start from 7, 8, 9, 10, we don't know. Okay, alright, but just be careful, okay? Alright, the best thing that you could do and you should do is locate the keyword and the text. Okay, where does the keyword appear in the text? So normally we do that. Alright, okay. Now, once you have done that, okay, locate the section of the text. Okay, alright. Now, okay, once you have done that, now you are going to look at the options A to D. Read the options, which one is closest to the one that you already have in mind. Remember, just like part 1, try to find the answer yourself, okay? Try to look for the answer before looking at the options, okay? Have that in mind. Now you are going to compare your idea, your answer here with A, B, C, D. And try to see the closest in answering the question, okay? Now remember, the answer given in A, B, C, D, sometimes the word that they use is different. Okay, they use synonymous word. Okay, they will not use the same word from the text. Okay, so please be careful. If it's the same, then it is easy. But normally, they will try to test your vocabulary, so they will change the word. Okay, so be careful. Alright, so once you have done that, okay, read through to see whether what you have answered is correct. Okay, alright. And then, please, for this part of the test, I need you to remember, try to time yourself. Do not go over 15 minutes. Okay, there are only 8 questions. Alright, please do not exceed 15 minutes. Okay, 15, do not exceed 15 minutes on this task. Okay, now we're going to look at part 4, gap text. Gap text contains 6 questions, and mind you, it is quite tough. Yes. Alright. Okay, this is how a gap text looks like. Okay, alright, this is how a gap text looks like. So what you have, I'm sure you have already seen this type of test, so you would know that in this text, okay, some of the sentences has been taken out. Okay, so some of the sentences, 6 sentences to be exact, have been taken out from the text. What you have to do is you have to put the text back. So that's the challenge. Now, what should you do when you get this question? Number 1, quickly again read the text to get a general idea of its topic, main ideas, structures. Okay, don't worry about the gap just yet. Okay, ignore it. After you have read it very carefully to get very quickly to get an idea, okay, now you are going to read the sentences in the box. Okay, A until H. Read until H. Okay, alright. Once you have read the sentences A to H, you are going to focus on the gap. Read around the gap very carefully. Okay, read very carefully. Now for this one, it is a bit difficult because, okay, they will not put logical or sequence connectors such as firstly, secondly, next, okay, after that, okay, after that maybe, but then, you know, they might not have it. To make it more difficult, they do not have the sequence connectors. So what should you do? This is tough, okay? This is tough, but you can do it. How to do it? Now, you are going to read the sentences before the gap, okay? And then you are going to read the answer, the sentences after the gap. What you are looking for is the chronological event. Chronological means what happened, okay, in sentence A. So after sentence A, the sentence B is missing. You don't know what the gap is. Yeah? Okay, you don't know which one is sentence B. But because of this sentence B, okay, sentence C happened. Sentence C happens. So that is what we call chronological, the order. Okay, the order of the events. Okay, the order of the events of what happened. A happened first and then B. Because they did B, C happens. So that's what we look for, alright, when you want to answer this part of the test. Okay, you are actually, what are you doing? Okay, you are actually looking at the cause and effect of the sentence. You are looking at the cause and effects of the sentence. Okay, because of A, so we do D. Because of A, we do B. Because we did B, so C happened. The cause and effect. Alright. Once you have done that, okay, in the text, okay, and in sentences A and G, underline the word which connects to the ideas and information. For example, remember the idea in the sentence before and after the gap. Okay, there would be something about the sentences in there that gives you something like a clue. Okay, so try to look into A, the sentences in A until G. Okay, sorry, the A until H. Okay, try to see if there's any word that is related to that part. Words that is related to that part. Okay, so that might be a good clue if you can have it. Okay, alright. Okay, so once you have done that, okay, look at if there is any tenses using past tense, present tense, if there's any, or if there is time references, like I said just now, it's very difficult to find, but they might have like after that, you know. Okay, so if there is such words such as after, then, okay, while, before, that would be really, really good and helpful. Okay, that could be a clue for you. Okay, Now, once you have done that, take the sentences in A until H and try to find the best gap to put it in. It's not easy, but try your best. Okay, believe in yourself that you can do it. All right, after you have done that, read the text again quickly to see if it still makes sense. Yeah, to see if the idea is still in good order. Yeah, does it fit? Okay, once you have done that, okay, remember, do not take too long. Okay, please time yourself. You should not exceed more than 12 minutes. Yeah, 10 to 12 minutes, not more than 12 minutes. Okay, right. The last part, that's right, matching information and information transfer. There are 8 questions in this part. Here is how it looks like. Okay, as you can see, there are paragraph A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, so alright, as you can see here, alright, there are 6 paragraphs. Okay, 6 paragraphs you have to read, and then you have to write down, okay, which paragraph matches the sentence in the question over here in the next page. Okay, so here is paragraph. All right, you have to write down the letter. For example, A. Okay, do not write A Shah 16 years old. You cannot write that. Okay, you can only write the letter for the paragraph. Like for example, A or B. Okay, do not write B Julie 14 years old. You cannot do that. Okay, please don't do that. You just write B for this part. Alright, okay. So try to see which sentence matches the paragraph in this page. Okay, which sentence matches the paragraph in this page. Okay, alright. Okay, so what should you do? Now here's what you should do. Number 1, you need to read the question first. Okay, you need to read the questions first. That means you have to read the sentences. Read the first, this one, 33. Okay, read the questions first. Alright, once you have read the question, okay, you are going to underline or circle or highlight the keyword in the sentence. Okay, because you need to find the match. So you have to underline the keyword in the sentence. So for 33, the keyword may be enjoy. Did not enjoy. Okay, not necessarily one word. It could be phrases. Phrases means more than one word. Okay, not enjoy. Okay, alright. So you underline that or highlight that word. Alright, highlight the phrase. Okay, once you have done that, you will scan the passage. Okay, scan the passage and look for the information provided in the questions. Okay, alright. Okay, now that is the first part of the test. Okay, the second part of the test is you have to write. Okay, you have to look at the gap. Okay, read the question, read the sentences here very quickly. Okay, read. Okay, and then you are going to highlight some words. Okay, highlight keywords. Yeah, highlight keywords or try to find words that is similar to the paragraph over here in this part. Okay, yeah, here. Okay, alright, you are going to find keywords that is related or similar to the words in the paragraph here. After you have done that, you are going to transfer the word from the paragraph that matches this sentence. That is almost similar, almost the same. You are going to transfer one word only into this gap over here. Okay, Alright? Okay. For example, those who are interested in working with animals could help out at a. So the keyword, okay, at a or zoo. Alright. So the keyword here is, okay, interested, okay, zoo, right? So we are going to look for any mentioning of zoo, okay, anywhere that mentioned a zoo. Can you see it? Can you see it? All right. Oops, sorry. Let me get out of the way. Okay. Can you see anywhere that there is a mentioning of, if not a zoo, but working with animals? Working with animals. There's a zoo over here. There's a zoo over here. Let's look at the sentence again. Those who are interested in working with animals could help out at a what or zoo. Okay, so there is a zoo here. Okay, so let's see if we can find the word that matches this one. Let's read. Last year, we had a class project where we had to complete 10 hours of community service. So, my class decided to help up the zoo compound. Although very tiring, I feel that doing this type of community service is rewarding. Okay, here. Alright, so there is no word that shows interest or help out at a. Because of the a. Now, if you think again, like in part 2 rational clause, we have to think of what should be in this gap of a, what, or zoo. So that means it must be a place. Okay, so there is only zoo compound doing this type of community service, but there is no other place mentioned here. Okay, no other place except for zoo compound. So no. So we have to look for somewhere else. We'll have to look at somewhere else. I can see that there is an animal mentioning in paragraph B. Let's read. When I was younger, I helped out at a nearby animal shelter. Okay, so there is an understanding of working with animal. At first, I didn't know many people there and wasn't very enthusiastic. Okay. Later, as I got to know the animals and staff members, I learned how to enjoy my time there. Every now and then, I go over to feed the animals and play with them. It is very beneficial and I get new experiences doing things that I've never done before. Okay, alright. So, is there anywhere in this paragraph mentioning a place? Mentioning a place. Yes? That's right. Which one? Can you see? Which one? Can you see? Here. Shelter. Alright? Animal shelter. But, okay, remember, no more than one word. So you cannot put animal shelter here. You cannot. Besides, a cannot go with animal because animal needs an animal shelter. Am I right? Yes? So, what can we do? We just take shelter. Help out at a shelter or zoo. So that will be the correct answer. Okay? Alright? Alright, so now once you have done that, okay, remember I have said earlier that the answers, okay, take a look at number 4. The answers will not come in order. Okay, so for example here just now number 37, the answer can be here, can be here, it can also be here. Okay, alright, so it is not in order. Okay, alright, so that is the only part, okay, for paper 1, this is the only part where you will have to write your answer. Remember, the first part of this test requires you to write only A or B or C or D or E or F. Okay, yeah? Alright? Just the letter. But for the second part of the test, you need to write one word answer in the gap. Okay, so write it down first here. Okay, after you have done that, read again. Okay, read the answers. Make sure that you are confident enough to say that this is correct. After you have done that, then transfer all the answers in the hybrid OMR form using pencils. Okay, 2B pencil. Alright. Okay, so please, for this part, spare many pencils in case it got broken and you don't have time to sharpen it. Please bring many pencils. Okay, there you go. Alright, so that's the end of this quick revision on paper 1. I hope you are able to grasp some information, okay, that I have shared. Yeah, remember that to answer all your questions, that you have to answer all questions. Yeah, okay, don't give up just yet. Never say die before you try. Okay, and then please, okay, when you are answering the question, okay, don't waste your time on a question if you don't know what the answer is. Okay, please everyone, remember that don't spend too much time on one question. Skip the question first, okay, and then answer the others. All right. Okay, once you have time, then you will go back and answer the question. This will give your brain more time to think about that. Okay, while you tackle other problems. Okay, now even if you don't know the answer to that question, make an educated guess. That means you, yes, try your luck, make a guess. Yeah? Educated guess means not to just hentam only. That means when you just guess, maybe this is the one, because you have reasons like, this, I'm not very sure which one is the answer, but maybe this is the one because it has the similar word here, so I'm going to guess this is the answer for it. Okay, you do that. Do not leave it blank. Okay, why? Because when you give a try, there is a chance you might get the marks. But if you just leave it blank, if you don't try, you are guaranteed to get 0 for that question. Okay, yeah? Alright, everyone. So, I would like to take this opportunity to wish you all the best in your SPM. I pray that you will be able to answer all questions and be calm on that day. Okay, remember, believe in yourself. I know you can do it. Okay, so on that note, thank you and Assalamualaikum.